Spoke to Greg Walton. He worked on this case as a field investigator, and I asked him what he found out during his investigation.
Well, we've unearthed a cyber espionage network, we think, of unprecedented scale. Over 103 countries had computers which were targeted, and about 30% of those were what we term high-value targets. That is, they were foreign ministries, government agencies, embassies, that kind of thing.
Tell me about GhostNet. That's the term you've been using a lot.
Yes, GhostNet is what we've dubbed this network of infected computers. Well, I can talk you through the stages of the infection. First of all, you'll receive an email. It will be from someone you trust, and it will perhaps pick up a thread of a conversation that you've been having with them in the past. Attached to that email will be a Word document or a PDF file, which you will open. A benign document will appear on the screen, but in the background it will drop a Trojan, and that Trojan will then connect back to computers which are located in China. Once the control servers set up a connection, the hacker, presumably based in China, would be able to manipulate your computer, turn on your webcam, turn on the microphone, and retrieve any sensitive documents that you might have on your computer system.
I'm just so fascinated by this whole thing.
One of the significant things is the way in which this investigation came about. It's a team effort of largely Canadian researchers, and we were requested by the Office of the Dalai Lama to come and do a security review of his system, and that was how we first discovered this network. I brought the data back to the lab here in the Monk Centre at the University of Toronto, and my colleague Nart Villeneuve, who's an exceptional white hat ethical hacker, if you like, put the pieces together and uncovered this network.
Do you know if this spyware has been used before, this type of spyware?
This family of Trojan? Yes, it is. I've been researching the use of this kind of Trojan for some time now. I've found not just the Tibetans, but human rights groups, lawyers, scholars, intellectuals have been targeted by what looks like hackers based in China. And they've used this tool, Ghost Rat, remote access terminal, which the GhostNet network is based on. But this discovering a control server and being able to gain access to it, and the sheer number of high-value targets makes this an unprecedented find for security researchers.
Well, now that you found this, where does it go from here?
Well, that's a very good question. We'll be working with the UN agency called Impact to notify the people who have been targeted, particularly the governments. And we'll see what reaction we get from, for example, from the Chinese government and other governments which have been targeted. So we're in the early stages of this process, yeah.
And a term being used as a hacktivist. Explain that.
Well, a hacktivist, I suppose, is someone who combines computer hacking, technical skills with an activist kind of ethos. And Nart Villeneuve, the technical lead for this investigation, is a very good example of a hacktivist.